Welcome to Daily Dose Radio, a 5-minute devotional podcast studying the Psalms verse by verse. Broadcast from the ever-beautiful Sharonville, Ohio, on the sunny side of Cincinnati. Hey there, friends. Welcome back to Daily Dose Radio here in the Bible Bistro. And all this week in the Bible Bistro, we're going to be looking at Psalm 136. Psalm 136 is a unique psalm, as you will notice right away by looking at it. This is antiphonal, no doubt. This has two parts, basically. We have the first line of the couplet, which gives us the statement, and then we have the second line of the couplet, which is the congregational response. This was no doubt used in worship, either privately or publicly or both, don't know, but you can hear the priest or the person leading the service saying, "Give thanks unto the Lord, for he is good," and then the congregation saying, "For his mercy endures forever." Maybe they would switch roles. Perhaps the people would say the first line, the priest would say the second line at some point. But this is obviously set up for that kind of usage. We have kind of the similar statements like we had in 135. We have creation mentioned, we have the Exodus mentioned, we have the conquest mentioned. Those are basically the bones of the psalm. The majority of the psalm covers those three things, just like we had last week with Psalm 135. And here it is again this week. And so those three things, we're faced with them again. We have to ask a question, why? And we'll talk about that when we go through this psalm. But today we're looking just at verses 1, 2, and 3. And to my American listeners, if you're listening today, thank you, because today is Labor Day in America. It's a day that we take off and usually celebrate with our families the end of summer, the beginning of fall, celebrate our work, whatever it is we do, whatever employment we have. And so happy Labor Day to everybody in America who's listening. I hope you're not having to work today. Although I have to say, at my house, Labor Day is just that, because usually at my house, we're doing something around the house to get ready for the fall season, putting up stuff or taking out stuff or straightening or cleaning or something, Today, verses 1, 2, and 3, if you have your Bible, I want you to turn there with me. If you don't, let me read that for you. "Oh, give thanks unto the Lord, for he is good, for his mercy endures forever. Oh, give thanks unto the God of gods, for his mercy endureth forever. Oh, give thanks to the Lord of lords, for his mercy endureth forever." All right, well, this is Psalm 136, first three verses. I would like to say that in this first phrase, "Give thanks unto the Lord, for he is good," that really is the theme of the entire psalm, the goodness of the Lord. Now, I've kind of entitled this, "His mercy endures forever," with an exclamation point. So that's sort of my title for this psalm, but really I think it's probably a better title because it's thematic, is the goodness of the Lord. It's seen in every part of the psalm. And so we're going to see this goodness reflected throughout the psalm. And we begin with this phrase, "Oh, give thanks." Now, in the Hebrew, it's just one word. "Oh, give thanks unto the Lord, for he is good." We have it three times here in the opening three verses, and then we have the same Hebrew word again at the end of the psalm, ending the psalm, "Oh, give thanks to the God of heaven." And so we're going to talk about those occurrences as we go through here. Notice, "Oh, give thanks unto the Lord, for he is good." What does thanksgiving have to do with his mercy? And what does that have to do ultimately with his goodness? Well, he is good, that's his nature. And because he's good, he's merciful. And so because he's merciful, that's what I experience. I see his goodness, and I experience his goodness because of his mercy that is expressed towards me. So my response is to give thanks. Give thanks unto the Lord, for he is good. My reply to his goodness, my reply to his mercy is thanksgiving. I don't deserve it, and so I thank God for it because I know it comes from an extension of his goodness. Join me again tomorrow. We'll look at verses 4 through 9 on Daily Dose Radio.
Thanks for listening to Daily Dose Radio. I'm David Smith. The music today has been performed by the Bluegrass Experiment. Thanks again for listening. I'll see you next time on Daily Dose Radio.